Did you know it only takes a shopper 50 milliseconds to form an opinion about a website? You have to make a good first impression if you want to keep that hard-earned traffic shopping on your store. That's why landing pages are so important. Landing pages are perfect for marketing campaigns, social media ads, product launches, or holiday promotions. And with the right design and copy, they can be huge revenue generators for your store. Today, we're going to talk about the must-have elements of an e-commerce landing page and how to build yours in Shopify. To create a landing page in Shopify, you first need to select the sales channel that you want to customize in the left sidebar of the main control panel. Then, next to the theme that you're currently using, go ahead and click on the Customize button. This will take you to Shopify's built-in theme editor. Go to this drop-down menu at the top of the page, which will show you all the templates included in your theme. Select Pages, and then scroll down through all the existing page templates until you see the Create Template option at the bottom. Select Create Template, give your new template a name. We'll call this one Landing Page Example, but you're able to add any kind of name that you want as long as it's 25 characters or shorter, and then click on the Create Template button here. In this new template, let's remove all the sections that were carried over from our default template so that we can truly start from scratch. You just need to click on this Remove Section option for each of the existing sections. In the left sidebar of the theme editor, you'll find all the sections that make up the page listed in order. Let's click on the Add Section option to add some content to the template. The options here will depend on which theme you're using. To start, we'll add this section for an image with text. To demonstrate how this all works, let's imagine that the landing page you want to build is for an influencer marketing campaign. An influencer, Anna, is promoting some glasses for you and directing her followers to this page. So let's add a heading here. You'll see that Shopify's default Dawn theme gives us a few options for the heading size, and then we can also hide or remove any blocks within the section that we don't need, like this bit of text, as well as the button here. Let's also add an image of the influencer to this landing page. That'll really help us connect with the followers that are being directed here. We've already uploaded such an image to our Shopify files, so we can go ahead and add it in with just a couple clicks. In the left sidebar of the theme editor, you'll see that there are some options available for customizing the formatting and styling of the image with text section. Let's change up the background here to help the section stand out. Now let's add a section for the actual product that we're promoting on this landing page. We'll go back and hit Add Section again, but this time we'll select Featured Product. This first option in the left sidebar allows us to connect the section to a particular product. You can scroll through all the options here to find the product you want to feature, but if you have a decent-sized catalog, it's probably easier to use the search bar. Once you pick the product, the details will just pop up on the page. Let's remove some of the details here. You always want a fairly streamlined design for landing pages. And just like with the image with text section, in the left sidebar, you can change the style of the background and customize a few other aspects of the featured product section as well. We're now done designing the template, so let's scroll up and save our changes. Next, we'll need to connect this template to a page that's live on our store so that people can actually see it. Let's go back to the main Shopify control panel. In the left sidebar, look under the sales channel you're currently working on for the Pages option. We'll go ahead and give this a click. Now, the next step is to select the Add Page button in the top right corner of the screen. In the title section of this settings page, we'll give our page a name. And once you're done with that, you can also go further down here and adjust some SEO stuff, like the meta description and URL handle. To the right, make sure that the page is visible. And most importantly, you'll need to go to the template section and use the drop-down menu to assign the page to the template you just created in Shopify's theme editor. Save your changes whenever you're done customizing the page settings. And then let's click on this View button to check out what the live page looks like. And look at that, the live page perfectly matches up to the template we designed for it in Shopify's theme editor. We've got a fully functional landing page with a clean, streamlined design now published on our storefront. This page would be ready to receive traffic immediately. Let's now go over how you can use Shogun Page Builder to make highly customized landing pages for your Shopify store. Select the Apps option in the left sidebar of the main Shopify control panel, then open Shogun. First, we'll show you how you can use this app to build a page from scratch. Hover your cursor over Build or Edit a Page, then click on this Start from Scratch option that's located over at the top here. Give your new page a name. You can also change the URL so that it's different from the page name if you like. Then, click on the Create New Page button. This will take us straight to the editor. In the left sidebar of the editor, click on the icon that looks like a plus sign inside of a circle to open up the element library. Here, you'll find a wide variety of different features that you can add to your page by simply dragging them over into place. For example, let's scroll back up and bring a heading element on over to our landing page. Once this element is in place, we can write in whatever content we want. Also, you'll notice in the right sidebar of the editor that there are all sorts of customization options for this element. You can change the heading type, font, size, text color, line height, line spacing, dimensions, etc. Shogun even provides some animations that you can add to the text if you'd like. Let's go to the main settings for the element and choose a custom font. There are over 1,800 fonts available in Shogun. Look at all these options that just start with the letter L. We'll keep scrolling down until we get to the Londrina font family, as that's going to be a good fit for the tone we're going for. Let's also bump the size up here so that the heading stretches all the way across the page. Now, why don't we add an image of the influencer? Let's open up the element library again. Then drag an image element over onto the page. The next step is to hit Select Image, and we can upload a new image or select an image that's already been uploaded. This looks a little big here though, doesn't it? Thankfully, we can use the Edit Image option to crop the picture so that it works better for our design here. And keep in mind that this doesn't permanently alter the original image. The cropped image will be saved as a new file, while the original image will remain unchanged. You know what? It would be nice if there was a bit more space between the image and the heading here. We can set that up by selecting an element and going to the spacing section of its settings. Once we open up those spacing settings, let's break this chain so we can adjust the margins separately. Otherwise, the amount we add up top will automatically be added to the bottom. 20 pixels is a bit too much though. Let's make it 10 instead. Let's wrap up this design by adding a section for the product we're promoting. Open the element library and scroll down to the Shopify section. These elements will pull data directly from your Shopify account, so you won't need to go through the trouble of adding in a bunch of product details manually. Drag the product box element over to wherever you would like your product to be featured on the page. You'll be prompted to connect a specific product to the product box. If there are multiple variants, you can specify that as well. Then click on the Use This Product button. Once the product box is in place, you can drag other Shopify elements into it. Again, the corresponding product details will then appear automatically. For example, check out what happens when we drag the title element from the Shopify section into our product box. You can customize the styling of these product details. Let's bring this down to an H2 heading, and for the font, we'll go ahead and pick another one of the Londrina options to complement what we've already chosen for the heading on this page. Now let's open up the element library again. Scroll down to the Shopify section, grab the image element, and drag it on over into the product box. We don't want this image to be full width though. Let's adjust the max width setting here. And then let's scroll down in these settings and adjust the alignment as well in order to bring the image into the center of the page. Let's also add the price of the product. While you want the design of your landing page to be streamlined, this information is definitely important enough to include. So let's go back to the Shopify section of the element library and drag the price element into the product box. And we'll also use a Londrina font here to help establish a cohesive style for the entire page. Finally, let's insert an Add to Cart button at the bottom of the product box. After all, the whole point of this landing page is to generate sales, so visitors will need a way to buy the product. Again, we'll go into the settings for this element and change the font to a Londrina to match the page's style. And after we get that settled, it would also be nice to change the color of this button to something that stands out more from the background. That'll help it pop and encourage people to click. We can find this option in the default style section of the customization settings. Let's pick a bright red for our button. All right, this landing page is just about ready to publish. Let's save the changes that we've made so far, and once it's saved, we can publish the page as well.
And that's how you build a landing page in Shopify and with the Shogun Page Builder app. If you want more ideas or inspiration, I've linked a few blog posts below that have some fantastic landing page examples. And if you want to build high converting landing pages for all of your marketing campaigns, you can find Shogun in the Shopify App Store and get started with a free 10-day trial. If you like this video, I'd love it if you hit the subscribe button below and follow along for more tips and tricks on how to build a high converting e-commerce store.